Welcome back, Assassins, to some more Hitman. In this episode, I'm going to be covering the challenges: fine dining, smell something fishy, thrill seeker, sushi honshu style, tasteless traceless, fresh faced, armed and dangerous, makeover, flatlined, and ready for takeoff. You unlock the challenge fine dining by starting over here in the restaurant area, as I have done. This episode is going to be pretty exciting. There's going to be a lot of conversations that I'm going to be eavesdropping on. It's really going to enrich the backstory here as always, and I think you guys are going to enjoy that. But first things first, I do need to knock out this patient, because I'm going to need a little privacy in this bathroom a little later down the line. Now, you've probably seen this guy walking around in the previous episodes, and you may be wondering who he is and what he's doing here. And it's finally time to find out in this episode.
Hey, good to see you.
Who is the mystery man?
How are you? It's awesome, right? I mean, shut up. Don't I look like Hush or the Invisible Man or maybe Dark Man? Yeah, shut up. Totally Dark Man.
You look like the mummy. So what kind of work did you get? Nose bridge? Cleft chin?
Can you keep a secret? Shut up. I'm being cut to look like Helmut Kruger. Yeah.
Helmut Kruger? The model?
Yeah, the one and only. I mean, you know, the resemblance was always there. People always used to tell me, I mean, you know that. They would tell me, hey, you look just like Helmut Kruger. And I'm like, shut up. But here I am, just sort of fulfilling a prophecy, I guess. I'm about to go meet my surgeon for a checkup, and I cannot wait to see what I look like underneath.
But you're Jason Portman, the new face of Silicon Valley. Modem called you the Golden Brain. Your stock is soaring. How will people react if you suddenly look like someone else?
Shut up, you'll see. Once the bandages come off. It's almost time.
So this is Jason Portman, apparently a tech genius. And he's the one you've heard being called over the PA system in the previous episodes. The oh-so-annoying PA system.
Oh, hey, Stacy. It's Jason Portman. Yeah, just hanging out in Japan. Did you get the snap I sent earlier? Shut up, Invisible Man. You shut up. That's a good one. No, seriously. No, I'm in the final stages of that thing we always talked about. Back when we were, you know...
You look very authentically Japanese. Well done.
Purification, it's happening. It's actually happening. Shut up! Yes, 2 weeks from now. I could be the one on a podium in Paris, and nobody would know the difference. Cheekbones to die for. Cut glass, baby. Almost a shame you won't get to enjoy them, am I right? Am I right? Shut up. The gym? Yes. I don't have time for that. My good friends here have a plan for that as well. Full body graft, muscle implants. Why wait for months or years when surgeons and endless amounts of money that I have can make it happen in weeks? Screw the natural way. That's the... Oh. Shut up, I bet you would. Maybe I'll call you when I get back to LA. Okay, we'll see. Bye, Stacy. Gonna nail that.
This guy is such a clown. I can't believe him. So a lot of the challenges are going to involve him. As much as I hate to admit it, because he's such a fool. If you remember from Hitman Paris, Agent 47 has a striking resemblance to Helmut Kruger, who this Jason Portman character is wanting to look like. So he may be in for a surprise once he sees me. In fact, I think I'll do that now. I'll let him take a peek at my face.
Keeping it real.
Shut up. Helmut? No. Wait. You're not Helmut. Hey, bad form, dude. You stole my idea. Hey, look, asshole. Maybe you can find someone else to emulate? How about, I don't know, Jordan Cross? He's hot, right? Wow, this is super embarrassing. At least we don't attend the same social circles. Shut up, we don't, right? I've got connections. I can make you disappear for good!
This guy certainly says shut up a lot. Do people even do that anymore? Is that still a thing?
Come on, why is this taking so long? Do they know who I am?
So this is why I cleared out the bathroom earlier.
Come on, what's that doctor doing? Can't wait around all day for this. Jason Portman! Important. His bandages have to come off today.
Look at him check himself out in the mirror. It's hilarious. He does like a little spin thing. Let me see if he's gonna do it. There it is. Isn't that ridiculous? This guy's ridiculous. I'm gonna have to choke him unconscious. Alright, so let me drag him over here. I'm not gonna put on his disguise just yet. Gonna leave him there for now. I'm gonna take care of some other stuff.
Jason Portman, please come to the hospital entrance. A doctor will escort you to your checkup. That was for Mr. Jason Portman. A doctor will escort you to your appointment. Please proceed to the hospital entrance.
So now that PA system announcement finally makes sense. Jason Portman has an appointment scheduled with a surgeon. Sorry, I had a brain freeze there for a second. Sometimes it's hard to play and talk at the same time. I don't think you guys realize that.
Guess what? I found out who our invisible man is. None other than Jason Portman.
What? The Silicon Valley whiz kid? That's the bandaged patient. Didn't he sell his startup to Quantum Leap for like $1 billion?
Uh-huh. He's on their board too. Plays golf with Tim Quinn himself every Thursday.
Really? So why is he wrapped in bandages?
Because he's getting like a total makeover. Muscle implants, full facial reconstruction. I'd get this. He wants to look like Helmut Kruger.
What, the guy with the burn scars and knives for hands?
No, idiot. Helmut Kruger. You know those sanguine underwear commercials from the noughties?
Can't go there.
No? Oh, never mind. Kruger's like a really famous supermodel, and apparently like he's Portman's biggest idol.
Still,
I'm very sorry
that's
that you feel that way.
pretty extreme.
Only the finest whiskey.
Like, what about copyright? Can't Kruger sue him? Can you copyright your own face?
I don't think you need to worry about that.
Oh.
Yes, well, that may be so.
Oh, this does look good. You
This
spot
area is for staff and security only. If you please return to the
Have a nice
bar,
day.
I will make sure to get you whatever it is that you desire.
Well, on another subject, not to switch topics, but I am worried about the Brexit. I mean, I have some serious ties to the UK. Mainly
As you can see, there are a ton of conversations
that
here.
is Yuki Yamazaki, former lawyer to the Yakuza and current operative for Providence.
Well, I'm sure you can make an exception this once.
The rules are the rules. I'm sure you understand.
I'm a lawyer. I see them more as a set of guidelines.
I just don't want to get fired. If you will excuse me.
Oh, I asked for Hugo, not jellyfish.
So Yuki wants some fugu fish, which is of course poisonous if prepared the wrong way, but the chef does not want to serve it. Maybe I can use that to my advantage though.
You think I'm a goddamn terrorist? I'm American. We bombed the crap out of those terrorists. I mean, if it wasn't for us Americans over here, you'd all be speaking
if you don't mind me saying
German
so,
ahya and Japanese konnichiwa sushi. Or how'd you like that, huh?
I do speak Japanese and I am Japanese, but this area is for staff only, so I have to ask you to take a seat.
Hey, we don't want no sick people here, okay?
Hey,
Just
watch
please
it.
leave.
Oh, sorry,
No,
I
I
didn't see it
don't
with you.
have a
Please,
better
forgive me.
idea. Apologies
Well,
for
chef
being
about that, sir.
forward.
Feel free to sit down.
Understood.
So this area is obviously a little bit overwhelming with the conversations. I can't show everything perfectly.
Surely one of the patients has a pack in stock.
Yuki also has a smoking habit, as you will find out in a subsequent episode.
But honestly, please, and I apologize for talking business. I know this isn't the right place. No, it's not.
And those two have some random talks and conversations.
But you know how it is. I mean, you're overworked. You treat yourself to a wonderful place like this, but it takes you a little bit to come down.
So I'm gonna wait for this guy to turn around. Here we go. And then I can come down here.
I'm going to try.
Wait for the timing to knock out one of these guards. Well, not guards, they're chefs, I guess. Gonna take out both of them. And then I'm gonna put on a chef disguise. This of course counts for the chameleon challenge. And then in here I had the ICA leave me a gun. You'll see why pretty soon. And then with this kitchen knife, I'm gonna cut the fugu fish. Once you do cut the fish, you unlock the challenge, smell something fishy. Now I do have to take out a camera here real quick. Gotta be somewhat careful with my positioning so I don't get spotted. There we go.
That's a little harsh, isn't it? A total ban?
I don't know. A patient did die. Famous one at that.
Still, it's not the chef's fault. What was a kitchen apprentice thinking, cutting out a fugu fish by himself unsupervised? I mean, it takes years of practice. Didn't the kid realize how poisonous those things are?
He's a kid. I mean, he probably wanted to show off. I don't know. But anyway, the hospital administration probably thought it would be better to just ban serving fugu altogether.
Poor chef. That was his best party trick. Now what do we do with the last fugu?
Throw it out, I guess. It's a damn shame, too. The chef had to refuse serving Yuki Yamazaki his signature dish. I mean, despite her constant requests. She asked about it just an hour ago. It's really too bad.
Well, it's not worth losing your job over, that's for sure.
So now I have a lot of information about this fugu fish, and I can come up with a plan and enact it. Should be a good way to kill Yuki.
They let Yuki Yamazaki in here. Yeah, I saw her at the spa earlier with an entourage of bodyguards. Yeah, I had to leave.
You're kidding me. What, the Yakuza lawyer? The trial of the century?
Yeah, none other. Felt like punching her lights out, too. I mean, she made a mockery of the judicial system, shamed the entire legal profession with her trickery.
Oh, I remember that vividly. Oh, the way she tore down the witnesses was brutal. Oh, disgraceful, even. I mean, I always felt like she loved doing that in front of the cameras.
Oh, yeah, between you and me? But I think she was asked to prove a point. Remember that one guy, the janitor? She couldn't get him to crack. 2 days later, he disappeared. They never found him.
Ugh, not to mention all those obvious legal loopholes she used. Oh, it's just truly shameful behavior. Ugh.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, I'm staying away from that spa area. Do not want to run into her again.
More backstory about Yuki and her past in the Yakuza. But I think it's finally time to go use this fugu fish. And since I have this chef disguise on, I can prepare sushi. And in fact, once you do prepare some sushi, you unlock the challenge Thrill Seeker. Now this one is an innocent piece of sushi because I didn't poison it. And I can simply serve it to some customers here. Pretty harmless, but kind of fun to do it. Basically just waiting for Yuki to come around here.
Oh shit! I was going to get the from the what did I say I was going to get? I can't remember what it was.
I have no idea what he said, but I'm assuming he liked it.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna poison the sushi with the fugu fish.
I'll do it when I get to the.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and prepare a poisoned one.
Then I can get some of the other stuff as well. So it's kind of...
Being careful not to serve it to anyone except Yuki.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in there and get it now.
And I see her on the mini-map. She should be coming in pretty soon here.
Yeah, well.
I will take that serving of fugu now.
No, it is for
Excuse me. Would you like to try our delicious sushi? Freshly prepared, of course.
Is this fugu? I knew you would come around eventually. Good for you.
I hope you like it. My colleague is a straight arrow. Me, I say it's good to live dangerously.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Yes, that's exactly right. Smooth velvet softness. Absolutely delicious.
Good job, chef.
My compliments to the chef.
That is fascinating.
So she'll take a few steps, and then she'll fall over dead.
Hang in there.
Target down. Now it's time for sodas to retire.
So killing her that way unlocks a challenge sushi honshu style, and also tasteless traceless for a poison kill. So now I can finally come back here and take Jason Portman's disguise. This again counts for the chameleon challenge, but also unlocks its own challenge called fresh faced. And here is the main reason why I took that gun from the kitchen and had the ICA leave it for me.
Perfect timing. Follow me to the consultation room, if you please. You must be eager to see the new you.
Because if you sneak a weapon past these two guards up here...
Gentlemen, Mr. Portman is with me. No need to bother him with unnecessary security measures.
You unlock the challenge Armed and Dangerous.
I read the latest test results that Kai published on the internal network. You're in good shape, Mr. Portman. Might want to cut back on the sake, but otherwise you're doing well. Should be able to go back home real soon.
And this lady is quite the talker, so she'll talk your ear off all the way to the doctor's office.
Must be good to get out a little, stretch those legs. I do love the options available here at Gamma, but I imagine it can get tedious to lie in bed all day. If you haven't been to the gym yet, you should really go.
Now normally the guards will frisk you, but if you're being escorted by this lady, they don't.
You're in good hands, Mr. Portman. Gamma's such an incredible place. The medical facilities are beyond anything I've ever seen in the world. Well, with the exception of perhaps Kronstadt HQ or Ether's R&D facility in Johannesburg.
And there's the surgeon's office.
Okay, Mr. Portman, your surgeon is in here. He should be ready for your checkup. Have a nice day.
Alright. Once you get over here, you unlock the challenge Makeover.
If you can just sit down for a moment, I'll get started right away.
Trying to get the right angle so I can sit here. There we go.
So, let's have a look at you, Mr. Portman. Now be still as I remove the bandages. Oh my. It's astonishing. Not only are you the spitting image of Helmut Kruger, the swelling has completely subsided and there's not a trace of bruising. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you'd never undergone surgery. It's perfect. It's simply perfect. I'm sorry. This is very emotional for me.
So now I have to wait for the right timing, making sure that none of those doctors are watching through the glass here. And then I can take out the surgeon. Quickly drag him to the closet here and take his disguise. The surgeon disguise obviously again counts towards the chameleon challenge. Gotta be careful because a few people up here can see through it. But for the most part, it's relatively safe. This disguise does give me access to a few regions that I have not been to yet. Gonna need this screwdriver.
Neurochips. It smells
And then I can mess with a couple of things here. Let me listen to these guys though.
In his brain, and it monitors and adjusts his neurochemical levels to balance his mood.
They even took it one step further. There's a manual controller, which he keeps in his living quarters, you know, in case he decides he needs a bit more oomph.
You're kidding!
It's pretty clever when you think about it. Treating bipolar disorder is one thing, but you gotta think mass market. I mean, who wouldn't like a controlled boost of oxytocin when they're out of town?
Yeah, this sounds like a slippery slope.
Easy for you to say. You're not on the market. Mind you gotta be careful where you keep the thing. A couple days ago, the curator sat on the controller in a sleeping capsule, accidentally gave himself a shot of downers. Took him hours to figure out why he was feeling so depressed.
That's kind of funny.
It is. Just don't say it to his face. You don't want to end up in storage.
Oh, why'd you have to say that?
So obviously they're talking about the neurochip implant in the curator's brain from the previous 2 episodes.
Great night, Doctor.
But basically in here, I can turn this off.
That is Eric Soders, former training director at the ICA. Regrettable.
So this will turn off his respirator.
Warning. Life support.
Now Kai usually fixes that and puts the respirator back online, but if I'm quick, I can sabotage a couple of other things.
Later.
I can override this.
Ready. 3, 2.
And then before she finishes, I can overcharge this. Basically fry him to death.
Patient. Responsive. Sergeant.
That's
And
both
as you can
targets
see,
down. Time to find an exit. We're done here.
electrocuting him unlocks the challenge flatlined. I have to be careful with this camera out here. And as soon as it turns the other way, I'll make my run. Gonna be exiting in style today via helicopter. That will unlock the challenge ready for takeoff. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to subscribe and come back for the next one so you can see more challenges here in Hokkaido.